Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Renie Lestari, and I am English literature student at Pakuan University. Well, I would like to present the result of my research entitled Types, Meaning, and Effect of Illocutionary Speech Act on Satire Language Style in Joker Film. Okay, the first is background of the research. Film is a picture of the society where humans cannot live alone and need each other and also interact each other. As in a film where there is interact between the characters by communicating using language, because language has meaning so that the audience understand what is conveyed by the characters in a film. The film used in this research is a film entitled Joker that directed by Todd Phillips and released in 2019. The use of Joker film in this research is due to the discovery of a conflict in a Joker film which can be raised and analyzed using satire language style theory. In the Joker film itself, there is a conflict such as social gap between upper classes and the lower classes in a society. Social gap is a difference, imbalance, and gulf that exists in a society. The conflict can be identified through the satire language style that's spoken by whole character in a Joker film. Because the satire language style is to convey the anxiety that someone feels related to the conflict by insinuating, mocking, and criticizing something indirectly. Likewise, in a Joker film, where the characters use the subtle language style to convey the anxiety that's related to ongoing conflict that is social gap between the upper classes and the lower classes in a Joker film. Therefore, to prove the existence of the social gap between upper classes and the lower classes, it will be analyzed the subtle language style that used by whole character in a Joker film. This case is related to the speaker and the speech partner, so that the subtle language style will be analyzed using the speech act theory in order to know the meaning and the effect of each subtle language style is spoken by whole character in a Joker film. And sadly side, there are three types of action that can be realized by the speaker. They are locutionary act, illocutionary act, and perlocutionary act. Because by analyzing a locutionary act of an utterance, it will know the meaning and the intent of the utterance so that it will be avoid the misunderstanding in communicating. Meanwhile, by analyzing a perlocutionary speech act of an utterance, it will be know the effect that is caused by the utterance on the speech partner. The next is research purposes. In this research, there are four research purposes. The first is to describe the type of subtle language style spoken by whole character in a Joker film. So the second is to describe the type of illocutionary speech act on the subtle language style is spoken by whole character in a Joker film. To describe the perlocutionary act that caused from each subtle language style spoken by whole character in a Joker film, and to prove the existence of social gap seen from the utterance of subtle language style in a film. The next is data analysis. The first data take place on a Chinatown street when Arthur and Sophie come out of a stand-up comedy show and see a newspaper that related to the murder committed by a clown in a station in Gotham City. The speech happened at night. The utterance is the guy who did it is a hero. Thrillersburg and Gotham City. Ooh, only a million more to go. The type of subtle language style is sarcasm. The type of illocutionary speech act is representative stating, and the perlocutionary effect is can be seen from Arthur's attitude as a speech partner. He smiled happily as if he agreed with Sophie's statement, and he felt that Sophie was on his side. The next is discussions. The first data is a sarcasm language style because the speech contains bitterness and reproaches so that it can hurt the speech partner, so the person being addressed. It happened because the speech is not pleasant to hear. This utterance offended the upper class of society by describing him a freak. Sophie is a speaker is from the lower class of society, so she defends the clown who committed the murder and calls him a hero, because a clown has reduced the number of freaks in Gotham City. The utterance showed that there is a social gap between the lower and the upper classes because there is a gap between those social groups. The first data is Illocutionary Speech Act, which is classified into the representative speech act setting because speech is an utterance used to state something. Sophie means to set her opinion that the person who committed the murder at the train station was like a hero and the victim is a freak. And the perlocutionary effect caused by the speech can be seen from Arthur's attitude as the speech partner. He smiled happily as if he agreed with Sophie's statement and he felt Sophie was on his side. The next is conclusions. The conclusion is, referring to the result of the research, there are 33 data that can be analyzed based on subtle language style so that it can also be analyzed relative to the type of illocutionary speech act and perlocutionary speech act spoken by whole character in a Joker film as the focus in this research. And it can be concluded that in the Joker film there are subtle language style, illocutionary speech act, and perlocutionary speech act on the subtle language style. In addition, it can also be seen that in the Joker film there is a social gap that can be identified through the subtle language style spoken by whole character in a film. Okay, I think it's enough. I'm sorry for all my mistakes and the last, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.